When I was in Brazil, choosing a university for my future, I quickly realized that SPbPU stood out as one of the best options in Russia, and it perfectly aligned with my academic goals in terms of knowledge I was seeking. Since arriving, my advice to anyone following the same path is simple. Never skip classes, study every day, work hard, and always practice the language whenever you get the chance. One technique that has become a powerful tool for me is writing mental maps for the texts we read in classes. It really helps me structure the information we learn. Of course, living in a new country comes with funny moments too. I've noticed that some common words in Portuguese, my native language, can take on a funny or even bad meaning when accidentally use them here in Russia, which makes always for an interesting story. Still studying here feels like a dream, but a dream that actually came true. A huge part of that is the professors. They are all incredibly well prepared, and I admire them all immensely. Honestly, if I can become even 10% of what they are, I'll already be very happy. Socially, most of the people I interact are my classmates. But I also found that talking to the guys in the canteen, for example, during breaks have been great always to meet new people. Adjusting to a new culture has been fascinating as well. Back in Brazil, people are much louder, which is, I think, just part of being Latin American country. But since I value quietness so much for my studies, being around Russian people who are generally very quiet eventually feels like heaven for me. Looking ahead in the future, if everything goes well with my master's degree, I fully intend to continue on to a PhD or even eventually working here. Honestly, I am in love with Russia, and my biggest dream for life is to build a routine where I live here, but if I can still visit Brazil regularly, it would be very good. That would be the most perfect dream coming true.